Hi everyone, Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation with the United States of the world. We're an emerging nation. We're on a mission to banish poverty on a global scale, and we have been around about getting on for 4.5 years, putting in solid foundations, because as a nation we need to be here for generations, not just a few weeks, months or years. And we're now in a position where we are expanding our economy to benefit all our citizens by increasing the value and liquidity of our currency. All our citizens hold currency, all our citizens get allocations of currency every month, totally free. And it's open to everybody to become a citizen. There's no fee, there's no obligation. You just come along, register, prove you're a real person, and that's all there is to it. Once you become a citizen, there are lots of things that you can get involved in if you choose, but it is all totally optional. You can just sit there and do nothing, or join in the camaraderie, or get involved in any of the programs we have that'll help you generate income. Once you do become a citizen, additionally, you'll be treated exactly the same as every other citizen. We just see everybody equally as a human being. We don't bother about superficial differences like class, creed, gender, colour, anything, it doesn't matter. We just see everybody simply as a human being, and we recognise that all human beings are unique, have something unique to offer our community, and therefore all are of equal value to our community. And we have a little affirmation that we'll be running through in a moment that just helps us with that policy. It's a non-separatist policy because we don't separate people into pigeonholes for any reason. We just see everybody as equal. Before we have that little affirmation, we'll have a very short prayer, and that is to help us find true happiness in life, not the short-term pleasure you get from paying off your bills and paying your kids' college education, buying the new car, the new house, taking the vacations, whatever it may be that you want to do with the income that you'll generate. But long-term, ever new, everlasting joy that is within you. The short-term pleasure, that's a lot of fun, and you'll have that anyway, but it's not lasting. You get the thrill of something, and then you need something else. And to avoid that constant up and down, you need that everlasting joy within you. It's something that you can't buy. There are a lot of people that are very successful financially, but they're not happy. So is that really success? They still don't know what they're missing. They can make more money, and they can buy more houses or more planes or more cars, more boats. They can get more power, but they're still not happy. The only way you can get it is through loving service to others. And the great thing about being of loving service to others is that it attracts into your life everything else that you want and need. So you don't have to stress out about chasing after money and trying to fit time in to do this, that. It'll all just start happening for you miraculously. And the more you do it, the faster it happens. So that's what our little prayer's about. But before we get to the prayer and the affirmation, let me welcome you, whether you're watching live or whether you're watching the replay. We have a lot of members that watch the replay because 7 p.m. London time isn't an ideal time for everyone in every country. It's not even ideal for everybody in London where we are, or in England where we are. So that's why we have the replays, and they're all available in YouTube and Facebook. But as I say, we like to welcome people, and the people that are in live, we love it that they pop in their name and where they're from, and then everybody can see that we are truly global because we have people attending from all over the world. And we've got Ramachandra in from Watford in England. We've got Lewis in from Lisbon in Portugal, Mary from Chicago in the USA. We've got Don in from Vancouver Island in Canada. We've got Bozina from Edinburgh in Scotland, Richard from Devon in England, Peter from the Cameroon. And I'm sure we'll have more people joining us. But while we're waiting for them, let's get started with that little prayer and the affirmation. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love. And through that love, bless each member that they find the joy of service, and through service attract true happiness and everything they want and need into their lives. Amen. Now, little affirmation. We're so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay. Right. It is Saturday. It is a weekend. It is sunny here in Cornwall. And let me find my numbers. There we go. And it's been a bit mixed and it's a bit breezy, but it is sunny. So let me start off by giving you an update on the numbers. We had 2 people that upgraded to paid memberships in the ShareHope plan, taking it to 497. We had 86 people that joined the 777 plan, taking it to 21,809. We had 110 people that registered as members of We Share Abundance, taking us up to 48,091. And Multiply Weezer, our sister site, which is pretty dormant at the moment, apart from being a good source of advertising, we had actually an increase of 1 in our email verified members, and we went up by about $1, a little bit less than $1, about 80 cents, but it took us into the next dollar in the bonus pool there. And that was just from the revenue share. You get a revenue share every time you log in. That was $10,525.57 now. Once we get back to moving the WISA tokens from the Waves Exchange into a different blockchain and stabilizing the liquidity and value of those tokens, we will be reactivating that site as a viable and valuable commission structure, income opportunity. But right now it's only useful really as an advertising site. Okay. That pretty much actually covers the updates for today. The developers don't work on the weekend. I do, but I got absorbed in the cricket today, and I confess I really took most of the late afternoon off anyway, when I would have been doing other things to follow the cricket. An intriguing match between England and Sri Lanka. And I still don't know the result, but it was pretty, by the time I left, it was pretty obvious, I think, that England were only a few runs away from securing a victory, but it was hard fought. Sri Lanka made them really, really work for it and work very hard. So congratulations to Sri Lanka. The next test is at Lord's, and let's hope that we have a close affair there and a really good, solid test match. Right, we've got Werner in as well from South Africa. Do we have any questions from anybody? Because as I say, I don't really have any more news other than the numbers changes. Nothing else much has been happening. I did all the routine stuff that I always do, and I started on doing various other bits and pieces, but I've not completed anything that can be shown to you today. I'll get my finger out a bit more tomorrow and we'll see what we can accomplish. I want to get more information on the news site about linking a wallet. We're getting people questioning how they can link their wallet and how the withdrawals work and this sort of thing. So I want to make sure I've got that up to date and on the site, and in a more comprehensive and simple format than we had previously. So that will be my main objective tomorrow. I see we've got Ron in from Amsterdam in Holland as well. But in all honesty, I don't have much news. The 777 plan is still growing very, very steadily. Once we have the upgrades finished, the next two phases of the upgrades are relatively simple. They are offers for people that are joining new, where they can enhance their potential income through the offers by getting into more levels. And the other phase, or the other thing that we need to do, is to also make available to you guys ways that you can enhance your income more than just by, well, not more than by referring people. By referring people, we want to be able to enhance your income more than just the commissions that you get. We want to be able to create more incentive for you to get those positions at higher levels sold, which will increase your commission, but will also increase your earning capability through the Power of One bonus. So that's the next two things. I don't think it should take too long to get those done, a couple of days perhaps. But then we have the part that is the spillover from the level 1 pass-ups. Once you've got past that initial phase where you paid yourself into the next stage and this sort of thing. and we want to create that so that we can help everybody move through the phases, move through the levels faster, and that'll benefit not only the people that are moving through the through the levels, but also the people that sponsor them, because they'll be getting those increased benefits, and it'll benefit the plan, because we need people getting into level 3, 4, and 5. 6 and 7 is an additional bonus, but 3, 4, and 5 is where we start to getting to break-even point on the assisted entries that we create. So the more people we get through those phases and the faster we get them through, the more stable the plan becomes, the more we're able to help more people, the more we can just get the thing moving really quickly. Once we have those in place, we will reintroduce the filling of positions that people don't fill themselves, those assisted entry positions. All that happens is when you get an assisted entry, it means you can give somebody a position and it costs them nothing out of pocket, and they go into your pay line, and they're just as if they've bought a level 1 package out of their own pocket for $5. It's not cost you anything. It's not cost them anything out of pocket, and they're into the system and guaranteed to make money. Now, if they're active, they can make a lot of money quickly, but if they're totally passive, then they have to be more patient. But initially, as we get to using up the pool that we have, it'll move a lot of people pretty quickly once we get that back reinstated. We've got, how many did we say? We've got 21,800 in the plan, but we've got 48,000 registered members. So if you take the, let's say 22,000 off the 48, it leaves us with 26,000 people that we can pop in to those positions. Now that may sound like a lot, but we will use them pretty quickly. I don't think it'll take more than 2 to 3 weeks to clean that out completely. It'll mean then that all our members will be in the 777 plan and all guaranteed to make some money. And that in itself is a wonderful achievement. But it will also mean that we don't have a pool any longer. And it means that anybody that joins and doesn't put his hand in his pocket or get paid in by the sponsor will pretty much, well, at the end of 7 days, that they'll be boom into the plan. So they won't have to wait around to get in there. It'll be there, and it will be another selling point, if you like, for getting people to sign up. You know, you come on, sign up. You can either say, well, I'll pay you into the 777 plan at level 1, or you can say, you know, get yourself into the 777 plan at the highest possible level you can afford, because it's a one-time payment and it's guaranteed to make you money. Whatever you put in your initial investment, you're guaranteed to at least double in 6 months. And if they don't do either of those, in 7 days they're going to be in the pool, and we're going to have positions created where they're going to just be picked out of that pool and put into one of those assisted entry positions. So it is it is going to be an additional asset, if you like, to explain to people when you're asking people to join our community. We've got Werner in from South Africa. Did we mention Werner? I'm not quite sure, but welcome anyway. We've got Kingsley in from Manchester. He's now driving his new car. And we've got Ron in from Amsterdam. I thought we got Ron in from Amsterdam before. Maybe not. Or maybe, I don't know. Anyway, we've got a question from Peter. Is there any future plans for secondary and stable stakings, or will it end after all the other plans are stabilised? It's already ended, Peter, although it's not shown as ended. We've just not taken the developers away to stop it. But we are working on, as soon as possible. I can't give you a specific time, but I'm optimistic that it won't be too long to get everybody, first of all, in the stable stake paid, so that they've got at least double back what they put in. And then we'll be moving on to the secondary staking and doing the same for those people, making sure that they've got at least double back what they put in. Those are our next 2 major projects with the cash that we are generating outside of your pure commissions and things. Anything that is pure commission, of course, just, you know, the sale of the 777 plan, or the Share Hope program, or the Poverty Crusher, or the Easy Business Builder, or, you know, that is money in, commission out. And there is little or no profit in that for the treasury. So anything outside of the of those that goes into the treasury, then we will be using for the first of all to get those staking plans repaid to the members with a profit. Following that, the profits will then be directed at getting people that bought nest eggs, enabling them to withdraw their nest egg contributions, so that they are now, or so that they will then not be out of pocket with anything that they contributed through the nest egg program. We have several phases of those, 5 or 6 maybe, and we'll be doing them in chronological order. And once we've got through that, we are pretty much debt-free. There are a few additional things that we need to do. There is outstanding interest on some loans that were made to the community. The initial capital has been repaid, but we want to make sure those people get at least what was promised in the first instance, so that they are looked after. And once we've done all that, then we are pretty much debt-free, and we should be highly sustainable. How long will it take to get all that done? I don't know. I'm hoping it won't be too long. We have a few irons in the fire now that could potentially help with that. One that you all know about, of course, is the Beyond Infinity Nodes program. Nobody knows at this stage how well that is going to work and how much people are going to be earning from their nodes. But they're going to be selling nodes at $1,000 each. And I would think to attract people in at $1,000, they're going to be looking for at least $100 a month back out of it. Now, I know that's a huge amount in terms of commission, or return on your investment. It's 10% a month. But I think a lot of people online will want to see that before they would get involved in buying nodes at $1,000. I think they'd want to see at least 10% a month. Whether they'll achieve that or not, I don't know. Nobody knows. They don't even know at this stage. But if they do, then it will generate quite a lot of income for We Share Abundance, because of the investments and the referral program and various other things. We will have quite a number of nodes in the We Share Abundance pot. I'm not sure of the exact number at this moment in time. Once again, nobody will really know until they all get allocated. But if they pay out at like $100 per node license per month, that would be a big boost into the into the treasury, which would then help us with all these other repayments. Another thing that you all know about, of course, that once again is from Beyond Infinity, is that the next vehicle that we're due, which we may get next month, or it may be the month after, I think we'll definitely get it before Christmas, but that is $125,000. Now, we're not going to get $125,000 in cash. We have to go out and we have to buy a vehicle for $125,000 and then sell it for whatever we can get for it. But I'm optimistic that we can get a lot closer to $100,000 than we got with the last vehicle, because what we've learned from the last vehicle is don't buy a new vehicle if you want to sell it and get the cash, basically. So if we can find a high-end vehicle at £100,000, which is roughly what $125,000 is, I think we should be able to sell that vehicle on for probably £80,000, getting on close for $100,000. And once again, that goes into the treasury, and that'll help us with these repayments, I suppose you can call them, to members for various activities and things. There are other things that I don't want to mention at this moment in time, because we don't know what's going to happen with them, and I've never mentioned them or got involved in talking about them. Some of them are things that I've been involved in for many years, that may or may not come to fruition. But if they do, they could provide a big impetus into what we have in our treasury. So the future is looking good, but we can't tell you how long it's going to take to do everything. But I am optimistic that we'll get a lot of things sorted out before Christmas, and I think definitely we should be free and clear within 2025. But it's not a promise. Don't say you promised, because I didn't. It's just my feelings about where we're going and what can happen. And there are other things that could come in that could, just like that, make everything great. We just have to wait and see. Okay, so thanks for your question, Peter. I wish I could say we'll get it sorted by then, but I can't offer a specific time. But we are working on it. Thanks for your question. It's a good question. It's one that several other people have asked in tickets and things like that, because they don't follow the live updates and they don't read the messages that we send them. And we'll continue to get them because people, as I say, they don't read the messages that they get in their inbox. They just click on them, it comes up, they delete it, boom, without reading it. And then we get tickets asking the exact question that was covered in the messages. So make sure you read all your messages. It saves our support team a lot of time and hassle. Okay. Do we have anything else, folks? Any more questions? I'm gonna, well, just checking, see if we've got any more questions. I'm gonna see what's happening. Yeah, England did win. Root was 62 not out, and Wokes was 8 not out, so they won by 5 wickets. Okay, but well done, Sri Lanka. No more questions? Well, I've been checking on that. Okay, thank you for being here. I love you all. We are constantly working to make things right. I know that we got a lot of things wrong over the period that we've been going, but it's only made us stronger, more determined, and you are in the right place at the right time. And I don't believe that there is anything available anywhere, online or offline, that can offer you what we are putting together and what is available to you. So God bless you all. Thank you for being We Share Abundance. Without you, we don't exist. I'll be here tomorrow, 7 p.m. London time, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook. Until then, just get out there and share a bit of love and abundance, be of loving service to others. And see you later, alligator, in a wild crocodile. I'll see you later, alligator, Always wear a smile. See you later, alligator. Go the extra mile. Come on. See you later, alligator.